Joe Girard is listed in the Guinness World Records as the world's greatest salesman. He sold more retail big ticket items at one time over his career than any other salesperson in recorded history. So what was he selling? Some new technology that everyone had to have? No. Was he selling to the mega rich? Nope. He sold ordinary cars to ordinary people. Between 1963 and 1978, he sold over 13,000 cars at a Chevrolet dealership. His stats are pretty amazing. He sold an average of 6 cars a day. On his best day, he sold 18 vehicles. In his best month, he sold 174. In his best year, he sold 1,425. He sold more cars by himself than 95% of all the dealerships in North America. To make his feat even more incredible, he sold them all at retail, one vehicle at a time. No bulk sales, no bulk fleets, deals, nothing. So what was his secret to success? He lists several, but one stands out among the rest. Follow-up. My name is Jacob Curtis. I'm a CPA and certified Profit First professional and a business coach. I started Curtis Accounting Solutions to remove the stress of doing the bookkeeping, payroll, and taxes off of quilt shop owners and to provide practical business advice to help quilt shops piece together financial freedom. I'd love to hear your thoughts on today's episode, so please leave a comment below and remember to like, share, and subscribe. Joe Girard's biggest contributing factor in becoming the world's greatest salesman was following up with leads and customers. He would send a personalized card to each of his contacts every month. And this was before computers. In January, he would send out a New Year's card, and in February, a Valentine's card, and would continue onward throughout the rest of the year. By the end of his career, he had to hire an assistant to help him send out over 13,000 cards a month. After 10 years of doing this, almost 2/3 of his sales were repeat customers. It got to the point where customers had to set an appointment in advance to come in and buy a car from him. Contrast that with other car salesmen who just stood around waiting for and hoping for walk-in traffic. The average salesperson follows up once or twice and then gives up. 50% of all salespeople give up after just one contact, 65% after 2 attempts, and 79.8% give up after 3 attempts. Imagine if a farmer planted his seeds and refused to water or care for them or for the field. Would he reap a successful harvest? Nope. Immediately after you've captured the contact information of a potential customer, it should go into your marketing system, where repeated contacts are made over time. Contact does not mean pestering them with obnoxious sales ads, but building a relationship. You give them value before they buy anything from you, building trust and demonstrating authority in the process. Like a farmer, you prepare your prospects and leads to become ready for harvesting. Curating this list of leads will be one of your most valuable assets. Because of your follow-up work, you are an invited guest rather than a pest when your prospects comes knocking and are ready to buy. The most important thing to take away from this message is to become a marketing farmer. It's simple. Here's the process. Advertise with the intention of finding people who are interested in what you do. Offer an ethical bribe to bring them in, whether that be a free digital pattern, a tutorial, or any kind of relevance and free information that solves a problem that they have. This positions you as the authority and expert rather than a salesperson. Would you rather buy from an expert and authority or from the sleazy salesman? Next, add them to your database. Third, continually nurture them and provide them with value. Provide them with a newsletter, tips, etc. Do not make this a constant sales pitch. Remember the ratio of 3-to-1, 3 value-based contacts to every 1 sales pitch. Most importantly, keep in constant and regular contact with them. We have talked about mailing flyers, coupons, and lumpy items previously. Today, I want to explain the next level of this strategy, the shock and awe package. A shock and awe package is essentially a physical box that you mail or deliver to leads full of unique, benefit-laden assets related to your business or industry. Here are some of the unique things that you can and could include in a shock and awe package. Books or magazines, people rarely throw these out. Books position you as the authority, especially if you're the author. DVDs, CDs, and thumb drives containing videos and content introducing yourself and the specific problems your products and services may solve. And testimonials from past customers in video or audio or even written format. Clippings from media mentions or features about you, your store, your products or services, brochures, sales letters, coupons, and other marketing materials, or a sample of your products and services. Unusual trinkets or gifts that entertain, inform, and wow your leads. Handwritten notes thanking them for their inquiry or recapping your conversation with them. Most people stand over the shredder as they sort through their mail, but most people will open a package even if they don't know who the sender is. I know I love getting packages in the mail. A shock and awe package should do three things: give your lead amazing, unexpected value, position you as an expert, and three, move your lead further down the buying cycle than they would otherwise have been. Don't make the mistake of being cheap and economical when it comes to wooing your customers. You can't substitute good marketing for bad math. You must know your numbers, particularly your customer lifetime value. The shock and awe package can be very expensive, especially if you don't know your numbers. The numbers should make sense. Unless you're in an extremely low margin, purely transactional business, which you should not be, then the numbers should work, and sending a shock and awe package should be economical. Remember, you're buying $10 bills for $5 bills. That's what good marketing really does. One of the most common elements of high growth business is a heavy focus on marketing and making a lot of offers. Some of the offers are misses and some end up being big hits. By making many offers, you can start to get a very good sense of what works and what doesn't. When you become a prolific marketer, it's much easier to spot trends and scientifically measure response by split testing. Another common element in high growth companies is that they are not timid with their offer. They take risks, use compelling copy, and make outrageous guarantees. The fundamental principles of marketing never change. New media channels are created and invented at a fairly quick pace these days, but fundamental marketing principles do not change. More compelling and frequent offers mean rapid growth. Being a prolific marketer will create a buzz your customers, leads, and prospects will notice, and you'll start to cut through the clutter and fill up your sales pipeline. If you make the crafting and sending of offers to your list of customers and leads a part of your regular routine, within a short period of time, you'll have a dramatically different quilt shop. Getting better at marketing is the key to rapid growth. It takes three different types to make a business work: the entrepreneur, the specialist, and the manager. The entrepreneur is the person with the idea, the vision. They see a problem or a gap in the market and are willing to take risks so that they can solve the problem for a profit. They make it up. For example, seeing a gap in the market for a particular product or service, they hire the right people needed to get the business up and running. The specialist is the implementer of the entrepreneur's vision. They could be an engineer or a graphic designer. They make it real. For example, they ensure the building is built or create the product packaging. The manager comes in every day and ensures things gets done, keeps the business running, and keeps the vision on track. They make it recur. For example, running the store, ensuring shipments get out on time, and ensuring quality is right. It takes all three to make any business work, including your quilt shop. Yet it's extremely rare for a single person to be good at all three. Many quilt shop owners are either the entrepreneur or the specialist or both, but they are very rarely the manager. The lack of a manager role is often why marketing never gets up and running properly. You probably have these roles covered in other areas of the business, like the sales floor or the shipping department, but you need it in every aspect of your quilt shop, from the sales floor to the back office and the marketing department. When you first started out, you wear all the hats. You do everything, but slowly over time, you hire team members and contractors to help you do more. Don't forget to do the same for your marketing. You likely don't forget about your annual tax obligations because they're forced upon you by the government. Their calendar dictates when tax returns need to be filed and taxes need to be paid. You can replicate a similar forcing mechanism with your marketing calendar. A marketing calendar sets out what marketing activities have to happen daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, and annually. Put those into your calendar just like you would any other important event. After you've locked in what needs to get done and when, the only other question is who will be responsible for delivering on each scheduled activity. Event-triggered marketing activities, such as what to do when you get a new lead, should also be considered. Again, make these event-triggered marketing activities someone else's responsibility. As you grow and hire team members, you will delegate more and more of these responsibilities. Everyone wears multiple hats as a small quilt shop. The goal should be to free you, the owner, up to do the higher level marketing tasks like designing and testing new marketing campaigns or improving the value of your offering. Very few business activities pay as highly as working on your marketing. As a business owner, you have a can-do attitude. If something needs doing, you jump in and get it done. But this often leads you to feeling overwhelmed and burned out if you're not an expert in that field. You can waste so much time trying to get it right, but remember, money is a renewable source. You can always get more money, but you can never get more time. Focus on what you are an expert in and hire the experts in areas where you are weak as the resources become available. This can be very hard for two reasons. First, you may not be gathering enough resources fast enough. And secondly, because you think you are the only one that can do it right. But remember, if someone else can do it 80% as good as you can, then you should delegate it. Like the farmer who nurtures their crops, you must nurture your leads. Nurturing your leads is consistently giving them value before they buy anything from you. It takes time and money, but transforms your quilt shop when done correctly. As you grow, don't neglect your marketing efforts or team. Your marketing efforts bring you more customers to serve. As resources allow, hire more farmhands and delegate to scale your quilt shop. What are you going to do to improve your nurture campaign? What are you going to do to nurture your next lead? Tell me in the comments below or email me at jacob@curtisaccountingsolutions.com. If you need any help with this and piecing together financial freedom, please schedule a call with me by clicking the link below. Remember to follow me at Curtis Accounting Solutions on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and YouTube. Thanks again for watching, and talk to you soon.